We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And Burrow going to throw again. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Dancing to his left. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
First touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Herbert off of play action. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Let's go, defense.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
The coverage.
49, got it. 3 buzz. Watch, twitch. Tight go. Switch. Shit.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 62 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Joe Reed returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
To Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, 58 yards. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Switch gears. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The tackle by
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's good.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Bengals 10.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 53 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Bengals 17, Chargers 14. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Under 10.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. So Green able to avoid the defender, make the tough catch. And that obviously reminds me of the article you and I were reading before the game. In elementary school, he was on the juggling team. He could juggle not 3 but 4 things at once. And that's where he got that good hand-eye coordination.
So when we talk about circus catches that he's made, we're actually pretty accurate, aren't we?
Absolutely. Were you on your elementary school juggling team?
No, they cut me in the first round.
I figured. They wouldn't even let me audition. On first down, Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play, second and 10 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check it back, check it back. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Cowboy 80.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
49's the mark, 49's the mark. I'm coming.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 26-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. That is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Sean Williams with the tackle. He led the Bengals in that category last year.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Herbert's pass complete to Austin Eckler. It's
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He's back to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
For the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. Try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
1st down, Chargers.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice?